Title: AITA friend is always late, so we give her earlier time. She actually showed up on time and is pissed. Our friend Isabel is usually 1 to 2 hours late to anything we do because she unorganized and spends an excessive amount of time getting ready, which she tries to do last minute. We got sick of waiting 1 to 2 hours every time we go out, so we started telling her to show up at 4 when we are actually meeting at 5:30. We did this like 3 times and she was usually like 10 minutes late still. Well, here's the problem. We were meeting up last night. We told her 6:30 last night and we were actually meeting at around 7:45. She showed up 25 minutes early and is fucking pissed that we did this. She found out we gave her wrong times intentionally. She says we're assholes and she felt betrayed. Title: AITA for getting mad at my husband for calling me a freak of nature and saying men don't find my body type sexy. Edit: oh wow, I did not expect this. Thank you to everyone for the awards and kind comments. I know my husband was just trying to make his sister feel better, and said the first dumb thing he could think of. I'm going to use this as a teaching experience for him, and read him some of the comments left on here. He means well, but like everyone, is only human, who says stupid thing and is still learning. That being said, I am definitely going to allow myself one snarky, "I thought you don't find my body attractive" comment next time he's looking for some snuggles, as one Redditor suggested, winking face. Again, thank you all for taking the time to weigh in on this. I, 23F, have always been extremely skinny. I get comments all the time about how I must have an eating disorder, that I need to eat a cheeseburger, and both women and men are constantly telling me that men like a woman with some meat on her bones. The go-to insult for people to me is anorexic BTCH. I've tried to gain weight. I've gone to countless doctors, been on more diets and nutritional programs than I can count. I just don't. By all other accounts, I'm healthy. My husband, 24 meters, has a younger sister, 16F, who struggles with body image issues. She idolizes my body type, not me specifically, but the extremely skinny type, and has gone to dangerous lengths to try and achieve it. She broke down crying today at our place. She said she didn't understand why she can't attain my body weight. This isn't the first time this conversation has happened. I've of course shared my own body image issues with her, and even discussed the irony that both of us idealize the other's body types. She has the type of curves I have always tried to achieve, but we're both still unable to accept the body we were given. Today though, she was exceptionally upset due to a photo that was posted on Facebook where she thought she didn't look good. After her getting pretty hysterical, my husband finally told her, "Anna is a freak of nature. You don't want to have a body like hers, men don't find that attractive." He says he was just trying to make his sister feel better, but I was incredibly hurt by this comment. He says I'm making this about me. Title: AITA for forcing my roommate to give up being a vegan. I don't like Julie. But rent is cheaper in this apartment complex, and it's even cheaper splitting it with someone while the city we're in is really expensive. I'm 24F and she's 32F. She has an aggressive dog. It chewed up too many of my things to count, barks for 10 minutes straight until Julie tells her to stop. Her dog is territorial and she would growl at me when I try to step into the living room when she's there, so no, the living room is the dog's territory, which means it's Julie's property, so to say. She doesn't do anything about it and just says the dog is still a young puppy and is energetic. Julie is a vegan and she takes a lot room in the refrigerator, and she has a specific space for her face masks. She said that my meat products need to be vacuum sealed to not contaminate her veggies. I told her no, and she can vacuum seal her own shit. She often complains how she barely has money to pay rent every month because her groceries are expensive and raising a puppy is also expensive. I don't help her out simply because I don't like her and I don't care about her. Call me heartless, but I wouldn't mind her getting evicted. These are only tame. She once let her dog into my closed but not locked room when she had a friend over. It was humid and hot day, and her dog pooped on my rug. I came back to the most disgusting smell, and I know she saw the brown poop on my white rug because she let the dog out and closed the damn door back. We had a big fight and she said I was the one who said no one can go inside my room, so she can't go in and clean it. Last month, her dog was in the vet because she's trying a new brand of food. Then they detected something bad in the abdominal and blockage, but the dog is fine after surgery. They made a payment plan and she has to shell out $300 every month towards the bill. She asked me for some money to pay the monthly vet bill and I said no, and she accused me of not loving her dog. I told her that she's right. Before you hate on me, I never liked dogs before meeting her, but I can tolerate living with one for the sake of rent. Title: WIBTA If I Kicked My Morbidly Obese Sister Out of My House. Hi there, I've been struggling with a decision I will have to make within the next week and wanted to see what you all think. My sister is 34 years old and morbidly obese at 585 pounds. She has been living with me and my family, me 32, husband 34, and two 3-year-old twin daughters, for the past year because she needed somewhere to go and no one in my immediate family would take her in. Life has been a living hell since day one. She is entitled, lazy, and extremely manipulative. She will throw a huge temper tantrum when she does not get her way and constantly plays the victim to anyone who will listen. She screams, cries, throws things. You get the picture. She is 95% bedbound and only gets up to open the door for delivery, take out. Food, diet-wise, we do not buy her any food. We even offered to help implement a new and healthy diet for her, but she refuses and ends up ordering out 4 to 5 times a day. We have also tried dietitians, nutritionists, psychotherapy, etc. She doesn't have the energy to see if she is candidate for weight loss surgery. All of this has put a huge burden on my family. My husband's work performance has greatly suffered. We argue and have blow-ups at least twice a day, often about little things, but the resentment is there. My daughters have been acting up within the past few months, often mimicking her behavior and fighting. We cannot leave the house as a family for fear that she may fall out of bed or there is an accident. We are essentially prisoners in our own home and our quality of life has suffered immensely. This brings me to the present day. I want to kick her out. I have met with several attorneys over the past 2 months and have everything lined up legally, but am conflicted because she has nowhere to go. Literally, nowhere. I mean, I think we will need fire, EMT to pick her up and place her outside. I absolutely do want to kick her out, but the backlash I'll get from the community is inevitable. Title: AITA for rudely telling my sil that I'm not babysitting my own kid. Throwaway account cuz I don't want this on my main. My girlfriend gave birth to our daughter 10 months ago, and it's been a bunch of sleepless nights, dirty nappies, and a lot of stress, but nevertheless, she is my pride and joy. My girlfriend and I try to split baby duties in half, as much as we can. She still does significantly more the work than me simply because she's a mum, and I wouldn't have it any other way. My girlfriend still has other obligations to attend to, so the best way I think I can support her is by helping out. My girlfriend wanted to get her hair done at the hair salon, which meant I would have the baby for a few hours, perfectly fine. I was doing some light shopping when I bumped into my sil. She was pretty stoked to see her niece, and then she told me that it was cute that my daughter and I were having a daddy's day. I thought it was cute. Then, she asked basic questions about where my girlfriend was, how my girlfriend was, what my girlfriend was doing, etc. My sil, to make small talk I presume, then asked me how babysitting was going, and when I was confused. She elaborated by making assumptions about how I'm not used to spending time with my daughter alone. I corrected her assumptions, but then she started chuckling, as if I was joking, so I rudely told her that I'm not babysitting my own kid, because that would be absurd. I think she was taken aback by the harshness of my tone, and kind of just walked away from the conversation. She then proceeded to text me, "You didn't have to get so offended over me asking you how babysitting was going. My girlfriend is on my side, but my brother and my sil obviously aren't." Title: AITA for not wanting my sister-in-law to name her baby after my son. IF33 lost my son Tom 8 months ago to SID. It was horrible and so devastating. My life got completely ruined and I've been a mess since the day my baby was taken away from me. I've been distancing myself from my family, so I didn't know about what was going on in their lives and haven't found out that my sister-in-law, my brother's wife, was pregnant till he came to visit me after their appointment to the doctor's office to reveal the baby gender, and he told me that they were expecting a baby boy. I was so happy for him. He told me that his wife suggested naming their son after my son as a way to honor him. I was taken aback. I felt uncomfortable and asked if they were considering other names. He said yes, but my sister-in-law was insisting on Tom, and my mom strongly agrees with her. It was strange that my sister-in-law, who constantly tries to pick fights with me and spite me, was insisting on naming her baby after my son. This woman literally cried when I gave birth to my son out of hate. She hates my husband and disrespects him all the time. She treats us badly but put on a nice face for the family.